Okay, quick update on the racing mower. As you can see, I got a brake, disc, and caliper. Everything fits. I did run into some issues, of course, when matching and mixing parts. You always do run into issues. This is the new one, and it wanted to mount in there something like this. As you can possibly see, that's an issue. I needed it to have the arm in the back. So what I ended up doing is I took all the good parts, which was pretty much all of them except for this piece right here. It's the only piece I could not use. And I rebuilt the original caliper with all the parts from the new one. So on here, this is the new one and this is the old one. As you can see, the pad in there is pretty much worn right down. And this was actually missing, the old one was missing a few pieces anyways. I reused all the new bolts and hardware from the new caliper, so that all went into place. This is the disc I picked up. This is actually all in place. The key's actually in there as well. Let's see if I can get it turned. There's the key. I'm probably going to weld it on this side, but I haven't decided yet. I want this to be so it will come apart. At the moment, if you were to slide this out, it will come apart. On this side here, I'm doing the mock-up on here. This is the axle extension. Here is my bearing. I am just about to drill these holes for the new bolts. I'm going to get all this put in, and then this all has to come back apart again so I can get the axles welded. I got to get it welded on the end, between the end here and where the key used to be. There's the transaxle that was in here. As you can see, the caliper, or sorry, the disc that I bought, it's way too big. I'm going to try and sell that. Absolutely nothing wrong with it. It's never seen brakes. If I wanted to use that one, I would have had to do a lot more modifications to the frame on this, which I did not want to do. I wanted to keep everything the way they had it and basically put it all back in and make it work. I did have the belts and all this lined up perfectly, but working on the bearings, I had to lower the transaxle. Basically, the height of the transaxle is going to be judged by this right here, where this bearing sits and where that sits up tight. That's going to judge how many washers go in here and how many washers go in here and where these brackets here get adjusted to. And if this gets thrown off, I'm going to have to readjust this, which won't be a big deal. I've already readjusted this. I might just be able to drop this pulley, idler pulley down. It might take up the slack. I don't know yet as of right now. But as of right now, it's going together fairly good. Like I said, it's going to get these drilled here. I do have an extra complete set of pillow block bearings as well if I need them in the future. This does have set screws in it. I have set screws out at the moment. But where this is sitting here is sitting right where it needs to sit. And I got to test fit a couple tires on this as well, see if they're going to fit the way I want them to. Or do I have to go to golf cart tires and rims? I don't know yet as of right this second. So I figured to do a quick update on this. The engine's still in there. I have not pulled the engine out. It will stay in there for now. I have a kind of a big project coming in tomorrow. So this here will unfortunately be put back on the back burner. But I want to get at least the transaxle ready to get welded, and I can bring it to my neighbor and get it welded. So that's kind of the goal right now. Get the transaxle ready to get it finished up. Then I can, when I have time, put this together for the final time, and we're good. There won't be any more fabrication, figuring out things. Basically, just unbolt it, take off the brake disc. The caliper can probably stay in place. Bring it over, get it welded, and I can probably put it straight back up into place. I'm probably going to get these brackets here. I'm probably going to weld them into place as well, and with the bolts, because there is a little bit of play up and down when those move, and I definitely don't want that. I would like them locked right where they need to be. So I have this transaxle here, and I have that transaxle right there, and these do come commonly in Craftsman's. Like I mentioned before, these are the better of the transaxles you could get into a Craftsman. The other ones, in my opinion, aren't nearly as good. So that's why I spent the time, cleaned this one up here. It is oil filled and have it ready to go. So that's pretty much it. Just a quick update on what I'm working on. And it's slowly getting there, finally. So it's soon going to be able to hit the road, which is nice. Also, this is working. If you pull down on the piece for the brake, it's out of adjustment right now, but it does work. So we're all good on the brake aspect. And I have to put the pin, or sorry, the rod back in the, I guess this would be the main caliper or hydraulic reservoir, and put the springs back on it, and that there will be ready to go as well. So I'll talk to them later. Please keep it redneck like always, and please subscribe, comment.